Okay, this is our slide lesson number 2. We're going to learn kind of a blues scale or a blues box kind of off the 12th fret today. And what we're going to do is we're going to identify each of the notes. It's not just going to be a random pattern, but we want to see what notes are the roots and the third of the chord and the fifth of the chord. That way, if you have an idea and you want to move it in another octave, you can figure this out pretty quick. It's not part of the peril of learning a new tuning. Yeah, especially what I've found with my own studies is that it kind of turns into a whole bunch of dots, and not as much in the way of notes. So if you know how these notes relate to each other, it becomes a lot easier to play melodies that make sense. Now we're going to start on the 12th fret. All right, we're in the actually this is a continuation of the slide lesson number 1. So if you haven't done that, go back and do that. But our tuning is open D. So just as a refresher, we got D, A, D, F sharp, A, and then D. Notice that we have 3 D strings here. The first string, the 4th string, and the 6th string. That's going to be kind of important to remember in a minute. Now if we start on the 12th fret on the D string, that gives us our root. And then the 9th fret on the 5th string gives us our third, the third of the chord, or the third note of the scale. The 10th fret gives us our 4th. The 12th note gives us our 5th. We're skipping the 6th for right now. And just like on this string, our 7th note is on the 10th fret, and our root is on the 12th fret. This is a D. So is that. Those are the same notes. We have the third note of our scale, major third, on the 12th fret, the 4th note on the 10th fret, 5th note on the 12th fret, 12th fret on the 3rd string for the major third, the 10th fret on the 2nd string for the 4th, 12th fret on the 2nd string for the 5th. You have your 7th note of the scale on the 1st string, 10th fret, and 12th fret, 1st string is the root. Remembering that your 1st string, there's your root, and your 7th, your 4th string, root, and 7th, and then 6th string, root, and 7th. You just have 3 octaves of the same 2 notes. This is going to kind of help you start remembering where to find all this stuff when you're playing with the slide. With the blues scale, like if we learn it in a regular blues box kind of thing in standard tuning, we typically have a minor third. We're playing a minor scale. One thing about slide, at least the way I like to play it, a lot of times we're dealing more with the minor third. Like here's the third. This would be the minor third, but it's real nice to kind of slide in it. We kind of did that a little bit in the previous lesson, is approaching that major third from a little bit below and coming up into the note. It's just kind of a little bit of kind of sass to it. Later on we're going to talk about major and minor pentatonic scales and how we can use those to play a blues a little bit more, not authentically, but effectively. And we'll start kind of messing around with that major minor third idea. With the slide, alright, I'll go through this and you'll kind of see it. It'll be kind of hard to see exactly what I'm doing because the slide's going to cover the notes. But you're going to have the root on the 6th string, 12th fret, 3rd on the 9th fret, 5th string, 4th on the 5th fret, 10th string, or 10th fret. The 12th fret is the 5th, and then we've got on the 4th string, 10th fret for the 7th, 12th fret for the root, major third is the 12th fret on the 3rd string, 4th of the scale is on the 10th fret, 2nd string, 5th note of the scale is on the 12th fret, 2nd string, and then 7 on the 10th fret, 1st string, and then root on the 12th fret. You can get all kinds of phrases. All that stuff kind of in there. That's what this is kind of cool about. A lot of times people, when they first start playing slide and open tuning, the easiest thing to do is to kind of fake the Elmore James. Yeah, that sort of deal. And what I'd like to do is try and get you playing a little bit more melodically. If we have a phrase that goes root 7 5, right? I just went root 7 5 on the first string, 12th fret, then 10th fret, and then 12th fret for the 5 on the second string. I can do it on the 4th string. There's your root on the 12th fret. There's your 7th on the what do you call it? 10th fret. I'm not thinking so clearly today. And then there's your 12th fret on the 5th string. So you got. All right, same phrase in two places. Your third, you've either got the 12th fret on the 3rd string or the 9th fret on the 5th string. I don't use this one quite as much. I kind of, if I'm playing in the open position, you know, I'll play it down there. I just kind of like the sound of that better. But when you're all the way up here and you just want to, you can kind of grab that stuff kind of easily. So that's all we're really doing with this lesson right here, is that we are taking this little blues box pattern and I'm just kind of showing you where the notes are at. The other thing that I'm going to add to this lesson, just to give you the ability to play some rhythm guitar, is talk about how to play just a straight kind of boogie rhythm pattern in a 12-bar blues. If you don't know how to play 12-bar blues chord progression, you're probably going to want to go back and cover that in my other lessons on the website on markweinguitarlessons.com. If you're just looking at this on YouTube, it's in the information section. You can go to my website. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do is just, if you're barring like that, what we're doing is we're going to be playing the 5th and 6th strings with the first finger, and then on beats 2 and 4, we're going to be playing your 3rd finger on the 9th fret. So you got 1 and 2 and 3 and. All right. So your 1 chord we talked about last time is the open. Like if I strum all the strings open, that's going to be your 1 chord, and so is playing at the 12th fret. Just to do it down here. Alright, what you have is those 2 strings, and then you're just playing the second fret on the 5th string. Kind of woofy in this tuning, but then we go to the 4 chord. We're just playing the pattern where you're on the 5th fret with the bar, and then the 7th fret with the other one. Back to the 1 chord. Here's the 5 chord on the 7th fret, same thing down on the 5th fret. Alright, and then a little turnaround. It's a real simple turnaround. What I'm doing is I'm taking these 2 fingers, like we're, rock. 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, 3rd string. I'm just going down like that. And I'm playing 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd string, and then moving down doing the same thing. And then this is the 3rd, the minor 3rd, and I'm just pulling that down a little bit, because the major 3rd, that's the note that makes it major. A lot of the bluesy stuff is kind of nice to play below that, like with the slide. And then, kind of bring it up to the major sound and then off. Kind of makes a little bluesy sound. Anyway, so we're doing that turnaround. And I'm just kind of giving that note on the 3rd fret, 4th string, a little crank, sharp, and then playing the open 4th string, which is the root of the D.